It's finally time, guys. The reviews are in for Tears of the Kingdom, and it's what most of us thought it would be, maybe even more than what we thought, because it's a sequel to one of the best games ever made, right? So when I checked this morning, it was at a 97, and now it's a 96 on Metacritic, which is still amazing. It is now the highest rated game of this year, beating out Metroid Prime Remastered, which for the most part, we didn't know if any new game that's not a remastered or remake will top the 94 rated score from Metroid Prime Remastered, right? And it's just so cool to see Tears rated so high with all the hype that's been going around into this game. It's living up to the hype. I'm freaking excited for this game. I don't think I've ever been this excited for a game in a long time. I'm pretty sure most of y'all feel the same way as well. I'll be picking up the game from my local GameStop tonight on they're gonna have a midnight release, and I'll probably have a short stream giving my first thoughts and impressions, while playing the game. So if you want to check that out, follow my Twitch channel tonight. So now that we're getting the game tonight or tomorrow for some people, I just gotta say, I don't think I've seen a game this hype and hated at the same time, just like trending everywhere this much recently. Elden Ring might have been one of those games, right? But Zelda is just in another level of hype. Now, if you look at the Metacritic here, there is a lot of positive reviews. Most of them are positive. You have a bunch of hundreds, you got 90s and some 80s, right? I'm not gonna go over what they're saying. You could look that up yourself, but for the most part, it's nothing but good, positive things being said. But what I wanted to talk about is this one mixed review where the critic gave it a 60 out of 100, and I feel bad for this dude because people are not going to be happy about this, right? For me, I find it really confusing. A 60 on a sequel of one of the best games ever made. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. So let's just see what he has to say here. If you've yet stepped foot on the open world of Hyrule, Tears of the Kingdom is the best way to experience it, with just enough new ground to keep things interested. But if you didn't gel out the 2017 release, the story alone might not be worth the second attempt. And then you can read the full review if you want here, right? But basically, this critic didn't like Breath of the Wild to begin with. So for him, it was still not enjoyable, Tears of the Kingdom. But look, I understand some people will not like this game as much as others will, right? And they're entitled to their own opinion, obviously, right? The issue that I have is, why are you reviewing a game of a sequel you dislike and then review the game with feelings instead of being objective? It's not a user review that's the problem here. Like, if it was a user review, it would be fine. Like, they could put whatever they want. This is a critic review where you have to be objective for the most part while being subjective in some parts, right? This person clearly was never gonna review the game high since the beginning, because he never liked Breath of the Wild to begin with. But I would think if you are a critic and you're gonna review this game, you have to put your feelings aside and review the game itself, right? For example, if I was a critic review, first of all, I wouldn't even want to review games that I know I would dislike. But if I had to and I was forced to do it, I would try to put my feelings aside and see it as a game in detail, how it runs, the story, the structure and all that. Try to put myself in their shoes and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't get why some reviewers just do this certain things, but it is what it is. I mean, you can't really change that now, right? But I wanted to go over something else that I've been seeing recently. Since Tears of the Kingdom hype was happening, especially this year where it was massive hype into Tears of the Kingdom. So this game, obviously we knew it was going to be big, that it was going to be game changing, and then people were doubting, they were hating, they were calling it $70 DLC, it looks the same and stuff like that, right? But now this game, with the reviews now, the hype, and soon, how highly people will be talking about it, it will be the #1 nominee of Game of the Year for a lot of people. I could see it now for sure. And like I said before, it will be a game of the generation, because I don't think we will get a game this good and unique anytime soon. But what I find funny in all this is that this year there's been a lot of console wars, going on between PlayStation and Xbox. A lot of debates, a lot of back and forth discussions and stuff like that. And then you just see Nintendo doing their own thing, right? Taking out content the most out of the three, and just sneaking its way up to have Tears of the Kingdom be Game of the Year, right? I mean, it'll be funny to actually see that, and it'll be interesting to see that Tears of the Kingdom will become the Game of the Year. But obviously, there's still great games coming out. I'm excited for Final Fantasy 16. Spider-Man 2. You still got Starfield coming out and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't see those games be reviewed and talk highly than Tears of the Kingdom. But what do you guys think? Be sure to subscribe, share, and like the video, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.